Hi, do you really need ND filters for your video? Or the question should be, do you want shallow focus and still retain well-exposed video? Stick around and let's find out together. What you say? ND filters are glass apparatus that block certain level of light transmission through your camera lens. When you are indoors, the use of filters may not be required, but outdoors, you definitely need this. Consider ND filters like sunglasses for your camera. When you are outside, you really need them, compared to when you are inside. Well, someone can argue that they don't really need this. Instead, they can expose the video correctly using the aperture. Let's discuss this further. Yes, you can expose the video correctly using the aperture at the expense of depth of field. Did I lose you? Films use depth of field to draw attention onto the subject. And if you use aperture to expose your video, you will lose depth of field. But what is depth of field? Depth of field is the area of acceptable sharpness from foreground to background. Let's put this into practice. I have variable neutral density filter from JJC. This is ND2 to ND400. It has high quality aluminum frame. This lens adopts Japanese glass. What that means, I don't know. It has 8 layers of coating on each surface of glass. It reduces the amount of light that is hitting your film without affecting the color. So let's try this out. So the scene you see here, I'm using Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K, shooting at 24 frames per second and the shutter of 1/2 or 1/50, so it's double that. And I have my ISO at 160, white balance don't matter in this case, and I have my filter on. So I'm just going to remove it just now, and you will see what's going to happen. Filter is going out. Filter is out, and as you can see, we have full blown out image. But what can you do in this case? If you don't have a filter, what you will do is you will then adjust your aperture. So at the moment my aperture is on T2.2, so I'm going to close it up a little bit more. I'm closing it. We are on T2.8, T4, T5.6, T8, T11, T16, and T22. But now, do you see some difference here? Using the aperture, we are now in deep focus. We can see the background as well as the foreground. So if this is what you are looking for, then the aperture will be the right tool to go to. But what if you want the background to be in shallow focus? We're going to go back to T2.2 and apply our ND filter again. Notice I'm not touching the aperture, but just applying the filter. The camera is not moving from where it is, the location, but now what you see here is T2.2, you get that shallow focus with the track in focus. So this is something that you may need. But what if we don't use the filter and we are still trying to achieve the same thing? You'll have that blown out exposure. Your video, you wouldn't see anything, any character in the video, so you wouldn't be able to use that. And even though it's working a little bit, but you can still see that we have a blown out exposure. It's because the light is entering your lens. And the more I'm coming too close to the lens, is the more you can see now. Then I'm moving a little bit far away. We have that blown out exposure. So do you see what an ND filter can do for you? ND filters and aperture are doing the same thing to your image. They are both affecting the amount of light hitting your camera lens, but there is a catch. Aperture will do so at the expense of depth of field. You should use aperture for the focus you are trying to achieve. This is either shallow focus or deep focus. And use ND filter for the amount of light permitted to hit your camera sensor. If you made it this far, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Hit the like button for the algorithm. See you later, alligators.